she's losing, thinks she owns the world. Tell me about a heartache, they've got her dressed in white. Her man is with his lover, they're headed for a fight. Nothing but blue skies to Diane. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane. Nothing but blue skies to Diane. In a rock and roll band, the singer is the center of attention. Good singers make it all look easy, but the voice is an instrument as well. It takes practice to get the most out of it. My name is Tim Bogert, and I'd like to welcome you to the Ultimate Beginner Series for rock vocals. In this video, I'll be explaining how to get the most out of your vocal instrument. We'll talk about basic technique, resonance, and the different parts of your voice. All right, we got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane. Beginning vocalists might think that they have just one voice, but in fact the body contains 4 separate voices. I'm going to demonstrate what each voice sounds like, and as we go through the video, I'll show you how to get the most out of each part of your voice. These are a couple of my students, Annette and Christopher. Some of the things I'll be working on with them are probably the same as the things you need to work on. So as we do these exercises, listen and sing along. Obviously, male and female voices sound much different from each other, but the techniques are basically the same. I'll demonstrate each of the 4 voices one at a time. Now, in order to do these kind of things, you need some sort of an instrument, and I have a guitar right here. So the first voice I want to show you is something they call falsetto. It's a soft sound that has very little resonance to it. It sounds like this. May. Now falsetto can also be a non-breathy, non-resonant sound. May. So you have a choice of either one. Now let's work with Annette for a moment, and we will show the girls how you get your first octave of sound. For most male singers, you'll find that this G is about the bottom of the middle octave of a male voice, and then this G on top is about the top of that middle octave, and that's what we're going to be working on in this particular video. Now for girls, again, most girls' voices are about a 4th to a 5th, and this is again 1, 2, 3, 4 places higher than the man's voice, and that again goes up 1 octave in space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's an octave from there to there. Now the reason you're only going to practice in this particular octave is because it is the middle octave of your voice. It's much easier to sing in this octave than it is to go higher. As we get into the next video, I will show you the things that you need to do to get past what they call your break point, which would be the top note of that octave. Now, Annette, give me a slide on May, please. May. That's good. Now I'd like to show you what this sounds like with a young man's voice. Christopher. May. Little softer. May. Little less. May. That's right. May. That's very good. Thank you. All right, in the last example, you heard Annette's falsetto sound, and it was clear and sweet. Christopher's, on the other hand, had a little bit too much chest sound in it, and so we lightened it up. It makes a much lighter sound when you take some pressure off your chest and lighten the sound up. It was then very good. Next, I would like to explain about the nasal voice. Now, nasal is more often used in country music than it is in rock and roll, although you'll hear people like Axl Rose sing in a nasal fashion. He gets away with it very nicely. The nasal sound sounds like this. It's simply when you take the airflow out of your nose and you are nasal. Aim, aim, aim. Now that's what the sound of nasal is. Okay, now we'll work with Christopher. Very good. Very good. All right, now I would like to go on to the mouth sound. The mouth sound is what your general conversational tone sounds like. It's literally the sound that I'm making right now as I'm talking to you. So if I took that sound and took it into an extended sound like that, and in order to practice that again, you want to go up on fifths. It's a, may. All right, now I'd like to work with Annette on this particular exercise. Okay, here's your two notes. Very good. Good. Now you'll find that little wiggle, you can get rid of that little wiggle in your voice if you use just a little bit more pressure. Try it like this. Try that for me. Very good. There you go. Thank you. Now with Annette, you saw me ask for more pressure. Now pressure, if you think about what is pressure in a sound, your instinct knows it as distance. Now if you think a certain distance away, and we'll say again your girlfriend's name is May, and you needed to call to her, you would go, May! And you would simply use more air pressure in your chest. The sound travels further, the air goes away. Now we'll try it with Christopher. Okay, Chris. There's Guy's notes. Okay? May. A little too much breath. May. Try this. May. Give me a May. May. There it is. Now the breath is gone. May. Very good. May. There you go. May. Yeah. May. One more. May. Good. Very good, Chris. Okay. And now finally I'd like to demonstrate chest voice. Chest voice sounds similar to mouth except for the fact that you have more air pressure behind it and you have more muscle mass in it. Some people hear it as kind of an angry sound, or if you're talking to somebody quite a distance away. This is a chest sound. It would sound like this. May, may, may. You find a chest voice more often than not would be used on the chorus of a song where you need to get more intense emotion out. Okay, Annette, let's try this, shall we? Good. Good. There you go, now you got it. Good. There it is. Good girl. More pressure. There it is. Very good. Okay, thank you. Okay, Chris. Okay, Chris, here's your notes.
May.
Bigger.
May.
There it is, very good.
May. May.
Good.
May.
Good.
May.
Good.
May. May.
Okay, one thing, Christopher, I'd like you to not drop down so fast on the descend because it's making your head bounce. That'll make you disconnect when you get up higher. Try it one more time for me.
May.
That's smoother and it's going to work much better. That's right.
May.
Whenever you do your exercises, you always want to make sure that as you go up and down, it is smooth. If you tend to come down too fast on the back side, it will make your Adam's apple bounce, and you'll do meh, and you'll hear that sound. I call it the dreaded sound. It happens in many different ways.
Tell me about a heartache. Things that are dressed in white.
All right, I'd like to talk about resonance now. It's a very important thing, and it's a thing that quite a few people tend to misconstrue. The resonance of the voice is not made in the throat. It's made in the sinus cavities and in the chest. It's the two hollow areas in your body that you can actually send a sound into. Now, the resonance made in your head is very similar to the speaker cabinet of your stereo system. If you've ever worked on your stereo and you had the speaker outside of the cabinet, it suddenly lost all the bottom end and the tone. As soon as you put that speaker back in the cabinet, it had resonance back, it had life and depth. Well, the thing is the resonance of your voice is done by vowel placement. You place a vowel inside your mouth. There's 55 places you can actually put a vowel inside your mouth. Now, where you want to aim it for the maximum resonance is right at your two front teeth. Now, I'm speaking to you right now from that position. When you move a vowel around inside your mouth, and many people don't speak with a vowel at the front of their teeth. There's some people that bring it down the back of their throat. You could call that Kermit the Frog. You could also place it in the center of your head, and if you put an Italian accent on it, it sounds like this guy from Brooklyn. So there's many the vowel. You want it at the two front teeth because as you have the column of air coming up through your throat, and then it hits your vocal cords. It now vibrates. Now you have a vibrating column of air. As that vibrating column of air comes up across the roof of your mouth, it's called the hard palate. It's the part you burn when you eat pizza. It will literally vibrate the roof of your mouth, and of course that's attached to your sinus cavities. Now if I was to take that resonance away, you could hear that suddenly my voice got sort of very calm. Now when I put it back in, you hear more authority. And that's simply how it's done. The more sound you put at your two front teeth, the more your body's going to resonate. Now the two particular voices that have the most resonant quality to them are the mouth and the chest sound. Let me demonstrate a chest sound for you. May. Now if I were to take that sound and move it off of my teeth, it would begin to sound May, which doesn't have nearly the authority. So when you're practicing this, make sure that the sound is at the front of your mouth. You can feel it vibrating right behind your teeth. Okay, Christopher, let's try this, shall we?
May.
Very good.
May.
Good.
May.
Good. Now, there's a slight amount of nasal that's happening with you right now. If you get a slight nasal sound, you can make that sound larger by opening your mouth wider and literally thinking further away. Try it for me, Chris. Give me a may.
May.
There you go. Now the mouth was further open, the sound came out in a much larger fashion. And largeness is what resonance is all about. It's authority and it's believability in your performance. Try it again.
May.
Good.
May.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, now let's try. You're a little tight. Loosen up. There you go.
Okay.
Let me have a may.
May.
Let me have it again.
May.
There it is.
May.
Good.
May.
There you go. Good. Okay, let's go back on stage now where I will perform a song that I wrote called Diane.
Never been in trouble, an old American girl. She doesn't know she's losing, thinks she owns the world. Tell me about a heartache, they've got her dressed in white. Her man is with the driver, they're headed for a fight. Nothing but blue skies with Diane. They're both so young and restless. It's tearing me apart. She wants to have his baby. I saw she took the bait. And then she grabbed the pistol. And now it's nothing but blue skies to Diane. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane. Nothing but blue skies to Diane. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane.
All right, you've seen me perform several voices in the video. In the verse, I was using the mouth sound, which is just an extended speech. She'd never been in trouble, oh, American girl. And then when I came to the chorus sound, I went into the chest sound, which is nothing but the sun shines on my head.
Nothing but blue skies to Diane. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane. Nothing but blue skies to Diane. Nothing but the sunshine on Diane.
All right, now we've gotten to the place where you need to practice this information. You need to practice regularly. It's very much like aerobics, where if you do an hour or two one day, but don't do another thing for a week or two, you've gotten very little benefit. All you did was get tired. So I'd like, if you're serious about this, I'd like you to practice at least 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. What I would like you to practice is the 5 vowels that you saw in my Campbell's videos. And now those 5 vowels are A, E, O, and U. Now for the guys, we're going to start on a G, and I'm going to have Christopher demonstrate this for you. Okay, here we go. On the vowel A, please. And we're going to do a 5-tone scale. Very good. Great. Good. Open up. Good. Now on the vowel A, please. Right. Good. Sounds good. Now on the vowel E, please. Open up a little bit. Okay, now on the vowel O, please.
Oh.
vowel oo, please. That wasn't 15 minutes worth of time, so that just take the tape and rewind it back to the top of that and keep going until you hit about 15 minutes. Okay, now let's go through the 5 vowels. Starting with an ah, please. Yes, please. Good. Very good. Very nice. Good. A, please. Dreaded E.
Yeah. E.
Good.
E. 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 E.
Good.
E.
Good girl.
E.
Okay, on the vowel O, please.
O.
O, please.
O.
Good.
O. O. O.
Good girl. Okay, on the oo, please. Good. Very good. You've seen that we use the term the dreaded E. Some students tend to have problem with the vowel E and the vowel oo. They sometimes tend to be closed. What I mean by closed is that the sound tends to be tight in your throat. If you want to open up, and the word open up a vowel means to make it more resonant, you simply open the space inside your mouth and literally create a larger area. The vowel will then resonate more. Now a closed E sounds like E. Now if you open that, it turns E. And you can hear literally how the vowel has much more resonance. The vowel oo tends to sound nasal with some people, although Annette did it beautifully. Quite a few students tend to go ooh, and it comes out sounding like this. That's because you've closed the back of your throat, and again, the resonance is not there. So if you open that, It'll turn from ooh into a big ooh that sounds like that.
It's tearing me apart. She wants to have his baby.
Now I'd like to talk a little bit about breathing. First of all, if you don't breathe, you'll die. And particularly rock and roll singers tend to work hard. Rock and roll is a very physical medium. You tend to be running around the stage. If you don't get good breaths, you will literally run out of air and not be able to do the things that we're showing you. Let me put this guitar down. I don't need it right this moment. And let me explain some things about how this mechanism works. First of all, I'd like to explain that your diaphragm is the muscle that when you inhale, it allows you to inhale, all right? The diaphragm is connected and attached to your last rib. When you activate this muscle, it goes straight down. When it does, and you're breathing properly, it will simply push your liver and your stomach out of the way. This is how come your tummy kind of moves back and forth. Then when you go to exhale, you use your abdominal muscles to exhale, and gives you the air pressure we've been talking about. Now, again, as you're running around on stage, you're running out of air, you need to get a great big gulp of air for the next line that you're about to do. I was taught something called a surprise breath. Now, what this is literally, if you had been terribly surprised by something, you would make the sound that goes, now that happens to be a perfect diaphragm breath. Now your instinct knows exactly how to do that. Let's say, for instance, somebody gave you something terribly expensive that you were hoping they would give you for your anniversary or your birthday or whatever. And here it is in your hand, and you go to open this thing, and you see it's like, hush. And literally as you go, the air goes across your hard palate, down the back of your vocal cords, not drying them out, because if you gulp air like that, you will literally feel the air is going down between your vocal cords. It will dry that out. You don't want to do that. It literally works like you've been surprised. And the diaphragm goes straight down, allowing your lungs to fill up completely from the bottom to the top. You now have enough breath literally for the next 20 seconds. Shall I demonstrate it? And I have another 30 seconds worth of air with that. Well, we've come to the end of this video, and we've covered a lot of ground, but there's still a lot more work to do. So I hope you'll join me for Rock Vocals Step 2, when I'll be showing you how to expand your range, how to blend your voices together, and achieve the flexibility you'll need to do this. We'll also talk about how to improve your vocal phrasing for rock. Between now and then, keep practicing what I've showed you, and I hope to see you again soon. Good luck.